Yo, I am Eumonik. The BandLab app makes it easy to record vocals. Beyond just one vocal track, this video is all about layers, stacking layers, adding depth. I'm going to show you how to use it so you can make more music. Recording and then mixing vocals, especially multiple tracks of vocals, can be extremely rewarding. It can also be challenging. I've covered these topics using BandLab on my channel. You can go check out those videos after this. Now, before we get started, one quick note and two recommendations. First, auto pitch, which is the feature that will automatically change the pitch of your vocals, is only available in the BandLab mobile app. I repeat, auto pitch is only available in the BandLab mobile app. Now for my recommendations, get yourself a USB microphone or an audio interface with a microphone, and then a pop filter.
Why do I keep building castles in the sky when mountaintops are high?
The main objective here is to record vocals and add layers, but the very first layer is going to be a beat. So I'm going to start a new project and then import audio. I saved an instrumental version of a song that I'm working on, and that's what I'm going to import into this new project. After that, I'm going to do a little pre-production and add 4 voice mic tracks where I'm going to record vocals. With the project made, the tracks created, and the equipment set up, now it's time to check levels. You want to make sure that you're getting a good recording, but that it's not too loud on the input as to cause distortion or any type of clipping. Yeah, digital clipping just does not sound good. Right now, I'm using a BandLab Link Digital audio interface with an external microphone connected to that and some closed back headphones to record. I'm all set up to record with one final topic left to discuss. Latency. Now, depending upon what device you're using, your latency may range from good, like under 30 milliseconds, to noticeable, around 50, 80 to 100 milliseconds, to bad, anything above 100 milliseconds and beyond. When latency gets too high, you're going to audibly hear it and it's going to throw you off when you're recording. It's actually really disorienting for your brain to process a delayed signal of your voice because your brain's used to hearing it without latency. To avoid this, and this is something that I do when I'm recording, regardless if there's latency or not, I keep one headphone on one ear and the other one off the other ear. I just like to hear my natural voice. For this, I'll be turning monitoring off, so the only thing I'm hearing through my headphones is the beat. One more thing, if the room that you're recording in is noisy, that noise is going to be recorded into the microphone. So do your best to isolate yourself in a nice, quiet environment so you can record fresh vocals. Fresh. Right. Here we go.
Yo, I know I got a dream, but I don't know what it looks like. It's supposed to be big, right? Grown up, can't figure it out. I'm a little kid on the inside, still scared to speak my mind and live my life without hesitation. Don't wanna get left behind, but I hide myself in isolation. Don't pop my bubble, kid. Stay out of my bubble with your problems. No matter the blessings, I just keep on stretching for that pot of gold. I'm on a plateau with the status quo, grabbing rainbows with nothing to show. Why do I keep building castles in the sky when mountaintops are high? Why do I keep building castles in the sky when mountaintops are high enough for me to reach you when I need you? Lord knows I need you. Lord knows I need you right now.
Now that the different layers of vocals have been recorded, we can mix and add effects, which is one of my favorite parts because you can get really creative with effects. The song is called Building Castles in the Sky. On the main verse, I created a custom preset called Castles in the Sky. It's a FBK compressor to squeeze everything a little bit and make sure that the volume is consistent throughout the verse, an EQ to take away some of the low end muddiness, and then a filter echo at 4% just to give it a little bit of space and fill out the sound, and then some reverb to do the same thing, 1.7 on the mix for the reverb. So it doesn't sound like I recorded it in this studio. it sounds like a little bit bigger room. I wanted it to sound a little bit more epic. The main verse sounds good. It needs to shine through. So when I added the overdub or the ad-lib track, which is going to be under the main verse, I didn't want it to clash or get in the way of that main verse vocal. To do that, I added an EQ that sculpted out the low end and the high end so it's not clear, more sounding like a lo-fi radio or a bad speaker, nice and crunchy. Speaking of crunch, I added just a little bit of distortion to it, so it's like and then some echo at 26%. The filter echo really brings out that echo because it's sitting back in the mix, so when you hear it, it's like dancing in your ears and whatnot, but just under that main verse. So it gives a little bit more movement and it makes it more interesting to listen to. Now for the chorus, I layered 2 vocal tracks. The main vocal track has auto pitch, and at first I had it turned up all the way to heavy, but then I backed it down just a little bit to make it a little bit more natural, not full robotic auto pitch correction. Then I added the 1176 compressor and some studio reverb to make it sound nice and big for the chorus. The second layer for the chorus vocal has a whole bunch of echo on it, and it just gives it a little bit more of a dramatic effect. Quick side note, I just got an email on my phone about a BandLab blog post that's about to go up featuring yours truly. Now, I bring it to your attention because you may be recording your vocals, you may be adding effects and trying to mix those tracks in those different layers, and you're frustrated. You're not sure why it doesn't sound the way you want it to sound. And this is what I would say to you, and hopefully it encourages you to keep going. Hence, make more music. Let me just read it to you right quick. The reason why people should make more music is because most of the problems I've experienced creatively or even personally can be solved if I just keep continuing at it. If I feel like an idiot in front of the camera, I'll just keep making more videos. If I think my voice doesn't sound good enough, I'll just keep singing. So when you're mixing tracks, if it doesn't sound the way that you want it to, keep making tracks, keep mixing tracks, keep adding effects, experimenting, figure out how the compressor works, figure out how EQs work, figure out how to record your voice, what's the best room to use. Keep doing it. I may be going crazy about this right now because I get questions all the time about very specific technical things. If I add this one thing, this magical answer is going to solve all my problems. And if I adjust this knob and do this and that's not the answer. The answer is to keep doing it, because when you figure it out for yourself, you're going to feel the power of your creativity and it's going to be overwhelming and you're going to go, I did it. This is awesome. That's how it's done. That's the magic. That's the magic. It's in you. You just got to use your ears and make more music. One final friendly reminder. Auto pitch is only available in the BandLab mobile app at the moment, but who knows what's going to happen. BandLab keeps getting better and better. Speaking of which, make sure you're subscribed here for more BandLab tutorials, and if you want to keep up with my musical adventure, hit the link in the description to check out my channel. Now, you know what to do. Make more music. Peace.